Hello, everybody, and welcome to i-nastava. This is English for the second grade high school. Our topic today is culture shock. My name is Livija Pribanić, and I will be your teacher in this lesson. Just as the title suggested, in our lesson today, we will try to explain what a culture shock really is. Please prepare your notebook and a pen or pencil so that we can get started. Are you ready? Let's go. I would like you to think about the following: the food you have eaten today, your clothes that you are wearing at the moment, and your housing. Where do you live? Just think about it. And now imagine the following: eating crickets, sleeping in a hut, wearing a school uniform. How would you feel? Confused, worried, annoyed, or even shocked? Why? Because it's a whole new spectrum to us, something that we are not used to. So let's try to define what culture shock is. On the screen, you can see 4 pieces of a sentence. You can pause the video now and try to rearrange these pieces into a meaningful sentence. Pause the video and write the definition in your notebook. Let's check the definition together. Culture shock is a feeling of confusion and anxiety that somebody may feel when they live in or visit another country. Well done. Here is your first task. Please record your story. Prepare a talk about your cultural encounter. While doing that, answer the following questions. Who? So who was involved in this encounter? What actually happened? Where did it happen? When? Why do you think this incident or experience happened? And how did you resolve it? You can pause the video now, prepare your talk. You can use any voice recorder you feel comfortable using, or you can just use your mobile phone and make a recording. Good luck. To help you do this task successfully, here is a simple checklist. Please make sure you have described a cultural encounter. Answer the questions. Make sure your description is easy to follow. That's why I would like you to record it in a form of a story, not just like the answers to the questions. And you are free to add any personal comments. You can make it funny as well. And now it's time for a video. Here is a bit.ly link that will take you to the video after the lesson, so don't worry. We will watch it together now in this lesson. Your task while watching the video for the first time is to write down which stages of culture shock are mentioned in the video.
Culture shock, noun. The feeling of disorientation experienced by someone who is suddenly subjected to an unfamiliar culture, way of life, or set of attitudes.
It's some gnarly stuff. And even after traveling the world, culture shock hits you like a freight train sometimes.
We're here with some real talk about culture shock
And our tried and true survival methods for when it hits.
Because it will.
But luckily for you, with our help, it won't hit quite so hard.
And when it does, you'll bounce back to rock the rest of your time abroad.
Culture shock will hit everyone a little differently.
but generally there are 4 main stages involved.
How hard each stage hits you, when each stage hits you,
And the order in which you experience all of this will vary.
It's a bit of a roller coaster, but that's all part of the adventure, right?
Stage 1, the honeymoon stage.
this is exactly what it sounds like. You're in love.
It's kind of like Every Day is that song from the Lego movie, like, everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're part of a team. Like, that's kind of your life.
You're infatuated with the language, with the culture, the food, the people.
The sky is bluer, the sun is brighter.
Stage 2, the frustration stage. Everything hurts. You're tired and you may or may not be dying.
That high you were riding in the honeymoon stage is over.
OVER.
Don't understand anything because of the language barrier.
And all you want is a Chipotle burrito with extra guacamole, and it's nowhere to be found.
This feels like the stage that never ends. It just kind of hangs out with you and will randomly show back up over the course of your experience. You never quite know when.
This is when you might start feeling a little homesick and a lot like you're resenting your decision to go abroad, especially if you've been at this a while.
3, adjustment stage. This is just life now.
Navigating public transportation is getting easier.
You can actually make small talk with vendors at the fruit market.
And you're starting to feel a part of the community.
It's all back on the up and up. Everything's coming up you. And finally, the acceptance stage.
This is life abroad.
You have a routine now.
And even though you may not understand everything,
Or even like everything. Like, seriously, people eat chicken feet? That's a thing. Oh.
You have arrived at a new normal. It's not weird, it's different. And you may even find yourself adopting some new habits and tastes.
How we survived. I promise you, you will. Everyone does. It's all temporary.
One thing I found most helpful was telling myself to do at least one difficult, preferably social thing per day. On hard days, that was just buying groceries. But other days, it was expat meetups or a dinner out with my coworkers.
the best way to survive culture shock is to have other people who are experiencing the exact same thing.
Talk to your friends in your program. Talk to your local coordinator. Talk to anybody who's sharing that experience with you, because they can truly empathize.
Remember to take time for yourself.
Read, journal, go for a run, and if you need it, maybe even indulge in a little Parks and Rec.
Something that really helped me was to have my own blog. So this way I was able to keep in contact with my family.
But also, disconnect sometimes to make sure that you're really present in your experience abroad.
The sooner you accept how different everything is, the sooner you will find the parts of your new location that feel like they are really home.
Culture shock is one of those things that when you're in the moment, it feels like it's never gonna end. But as soon as you're out of it, you realize you've learned so much about yourself, and you really will survive, I promise. I've been through it many times.
It's something you need to learn to love, and you will love it.
I hope you have enjoyed the video. Now let's check the stages together. Stage 1, honeymoon stage. Yes, when everything is nice, you like everything, you're enthusiastic about it. Good. Stage 2, anxiety stage. Everything irritates you. You don't like anything anymore. You just want to go home. Stage 3, adjustment stage. This is the stage in which you gradually begin to understand and accept the differences. And stage 4, mastery stage, or the stage at which you have completely adapted, just like this chameleon. Great! And now, please watch the video again. You can use the bit.ly link provided in one of the earlier slides. While watching, pay attention to details in each stage. You can make notes in your notebook. Be attentive and see you in 4 minutes. And now it's time to check it. The bit.ly provided here on the screen will take you to a quiz. What you can see here as well is the front page of the quiz. There are several sentences, several statements, each connected to only one stage. Please read the sentences carefully and arrange them according to the stage. Once you have arranged all the sentences, don't forget to click Submit Answers at the bottom of the quiz, and then you will know whether you are right or not. Good luck! We are slowly approaching the end of our lesson today. For your homework, I would like you to write a journal. You will pretend that you will study astronomy in Osaka for a semester. Keep a journal and describe all 4 stages of culture shock. Now, you cannot describe all 4 stages within 4 days, so let your imagination flow a little bit and be creative. You can have as many entries as you want, as long as you provide description and your experience of all these 4 stages. Good luck with your assignment. Once you have finished your journal, you will send it to your teacher. We will end our lesson today with a real story. You will listen to my former student Alan. He decided to study abroad. Listen to his story and decide if his experience is positive or negative.
Hi, my name is Alan. I was born in Vinkovci, in Croatia, but currently I'm living and studying in Istanbul. I went there right after I graduated from high school, and it was not something I really planned. I found one scholarship program during my 4th year in high school. I applied, managed to get the scholarship, and in the end I moved to Turkey. When I came here, it was not very hard for me to get used to the city, because in the past I had visited Istanbul as a tourist. However, it was a strange feeling to be so far from my home. The most stressful thing was bureaucracy, but luckily I managed to solve everything without a big problem. Hi, my name is Alan. I was born in Vinkovci, in Croatia, but currently I'm living and studying in Istanbul. I went there right after I graduated from high school, and it was not something I really planned. I found one scholarship program during my 4th year in high school. I applied, managed to get the scholarship, and in the end I moved to Turkey. When I came here, it was not very hard for me to get used to the city, because in the past I had visited Istanbul as a tourist. However, it was a strange feeling to be so far from my home. The most stressful thing was bureaucracy, but luckily I managed to solve everything without a big problem. I also got used.
Alan's experience is a positive one. He was brave enough to make things happen. So should we all be. Make small steps and make things happen. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Till the next time, bye everybody.